is the All Bros podcast. I am Caleb Albers.
And I'm Jonathan Rose.
I'm your boy.
And we are...
Can you please say your name?
Yeah, for the love of
shit.
Just say your name.
Calvin. Calvin
His
Klein.
name's Bronson.
He's my little
Don't you answer
douchebag
me.
of a brother.
I'm an adult.
Yep, we
yeah.
are... Guested? We are...
Up in the club.
We have a guest.
That's it. I'm just going with that. We have a guest today, and it's my youngest brother. He's a freaking tool, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, and the most handsome brother of the three.
Anyway, we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a lot of it of the nerd life. This week on the podcast, we will be talking about our Road to Infinity War progress. This week was Age of Ultron, and next week is Ant-Man. We got some Funko news. It's not really news, it's just stuff that we bought this week.
Yeah.
A couple new Blu-rays are coming out. We also got an update on Toys R Us closing some of their stores. We also got a Infinity War trailer coming tomorrow.
So, the 15th, right?
15th?
Yep. Or, sorry, no, the 16th. Dropping Friday, March 16th.
Yep. And then the Fantastic Beasts trailer got released this week, which was freaking killer.
Yes, it was.
And then after all that, we have a Fear Dreamcast,
Yep.
which isn't going to be fun.
No. Well, it's going to be somewhat fun.
It's our irrational fear.
Yeah.
And how we would make a movie out of it, that would be scary. So, that being said, Rose, our adventures in hunting.
Oh,
So what did you get this? What?
We're not going to talk about Road to Infinity War at all?
I know what to talk about.
Son of a bitch.
Let's talk about Venom. Anybody see that trailer? That shit was fire.
Dude, we talked about that like 3 weeks
Dude,
ago.
why are you talking like a freaking radio host?
Yeah.
Because
You need
that's
to
what, that's
no,
what you're supposed to do.
No, up here you're at like at a 10. We need you at like a 3.
Well,
Yeah.
but if I'm not talking, then nobody's gonna want to freaking watch this.
Damn.
I made a mistake.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, anyway.
Road to Infinity War. We watched Age of Ultron this week.
Yeah, we actually
Came
watched
over
it.
on
Yeah.
Tuesday?
No, Monday.
Monday?
Yeah, so we actually watched it early this week.
Yeah, we got that done early, and still freaking killer movie.
It's it's not like the greatest sequel I think in the MCU, but it's definitely, it's not as. I don't know. Do you think it's as good as the Avengers?
It's not as good as the
Yeah,
Avengers,
but I still
it's
think it's a solid sequel.
yeah, it's the Shrek 2 of
Yeah, but to some, Shrek 2 is actually better than Shrek.
yeah, but is it better to you?
In some ways, yeah.
No, you can't beat the first Shrek.
Exactly. Fine, it's the Cars 2. Oh no, that's a little too
Yeah,
much.
I was like, what? That's the worst one.
Cars 3 was worse.
What?
Cars 3 was way worse.
Oh, you get the hell out of here right now.
I will not. I will stand.
Cars
and
3.
argue.
Okay, I'm not going to get into this, but Cars 3 is better than Cars 2.
Cars 3 is pretty much him trying to redo Cars 1 again. He's
Yeah,
old.
that's the
Get over
point.
it. He has a successor, and he doesn't even know until the very end of the movie.
Yeah, because
wow.
they actually focused on the story again. They actually put the story again on Lightning McQueen, which they should have done.
I
this
gotta
season.
go with him. He did. It was. I mean, Cars 3 is way better than Cars 2, but it's not better than the first Cars.
Well, I would-
Yeah,
no, I never said
he
that.
glances at a picture.
He
of-
realizes at the end that I'm not fast enough.
Yeah, but still, okay, no, I'll agree with you. No, I'll agree. Cars is definitely the best one, like by far. But Cars 3 is absolutely better than Cars 2.
I'll agree on that.
I thought that's what he was trying to say.
Because Cars 3 is. Cars 2 is probably second, but Cars 3 is the worst. Like,
Yeah.
hands down the worst.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're so wrong.
Okay,
No,
so
Cars-
this
we
is,
watched the
so
same movie?
This is what I'm.
Yeah, we did. And Cars 3 is awful. He glances out a picture with him and, what's his mentor's name?
Doc.
Doc?
Doc. and then he looks over at the chick at his trainer, and he's like, oh. So yeah, you already get the gist of the movie within the first 2-3 minutes of the movie.
So you think that Cars 2 had a better storyline with making Mater a secret agent?
Yeah, did you forget about that?
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. All right, never mind. Let's move on.
Okay. Cars. Okay, Age of Ultron is Cars 3 if Cars 3 was Cars 2.
Okay, all right, yeah, I like that. Okay.
No comment.
I mean, it's not as good, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of stuff that we got to see that was pretty cool. They added
Well,
a couple new heroes.
Could it be like
a few new heroes.
Avengers Age of Ultron is like the Finding Dory to Finding Nemo? Because Finding Dory was still really good, but it wasn't as good as Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll agree to that.
Okay.
Before we move on, you know what was super gay?
Oh my
Sorry, homosexuals. Planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
I only made it through half of that.
Yeah. That made me. Never mind.
Poor Dane Cook. But that ruined his career even more.
Dane Cook.
Yeah,
He's more stand-up than he is actor.
that's true.
So his stand-up is freaking killer.
I agree. I really like you've seen Employee of the Month?
Yes.
I love that movie. I think that's a good comedy.
So this week we got.
Oh, next
Ant-Man.
week? Yeah. Sorry.
Next week.
Yeah, next. Well, yeah.
Oh, it's
sorry.
next. It is next week.
Yeah.
We get to watch Ant-Man.
Which was a huge surprise for a lot of people.
Yeah. It's a movie I wish I would have seen in 3D.
Me too. I regret not seeing it in 3D.
Like, apparently, like, the 3D was freaking great. Like, all the dust when he turned small was, like...
Yeah,
was
I never
really
heard
noticeable.
any of like the comments that people said about 3D. I know I just wanted to see it in 3D.
Yeah. Dude, like, there
I think
was a
we have
bunch
it
of
in
movies that I
3D.
wish I would have seen in 3D in the MCU. I wish I would have seen Ant-Man, and I wish I would have seen Doctor Strange. Because I wish I would have seen Doctor Strange after taking acid.
Yeah, right.
But I feel like I would have, like...
Watching Doctor Strange in 3D, it would be like eye rape. Like that. That's horrible.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
That went
Okay.
dark.
I guess
Holy
we're
shit.
going there.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, that was insensitive. My bad, viewers. Three of you.
I told you he's
Oh.
a tool.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah, maybe we should not have guests on the show anymore.
At least not him.
Yeah.
because I'm real.
Yeah, real jackass. Moving on to Adventures in Hunting. Again. So we went out hunting, recorded a video.
Which I still need to get edited.
Yeah, we still need to upload
Shut
it,
up.
but
Wow.
we got some cool shit.
You did get some cool shit.
So
Basically,
I forgot what you got.
so the only one that I got was Vision, which was a Hot Topic exclusive. And me and Caleb actually got the last two that they had.
Yes.
And when we actually got in there, the first thing when I saw those two, I'm like, "Okay, Caleb, you get the shittier box."
Because he's rude.
'Cause
But
you
I
take
don't,
him
I
out,
don't
yeah.
care about the box.
Yeah. So.
So
And then Caleb, he got She-Hulk.
Lawyer She-Hulk.
Yeah, Lawyer She-Hulk, which was an Emerald City Comic Con exclusive at Toys R Us. And then he also got the Teenage Groot Toys R Us exclusive,
With
which
him on
I had
his
already
phone.
gotten, which I got like a week before he did. So thankfully I did, because that was like the only box that was in good condition there. Because the other boxes were beat to shit.
Yeah.
I
I had a hard time placing him on my shelf.
Yeah, he did, because they didn't want to stand over shit.
Yeah, like I didn't realize She-Hulk had a stand, because usually they just have the stand attached to him already. But they kept falling.
Yeah.
Freaking dumb.
Did we pick up any others?
I didn't.
I don't think so. Yeah, I
So
think.
other than that, so we got
Oh.
a couple.
One more. I was able to find the Target exclusive Eric Killmonger glow in the dark Black Panther pop in actually like a clearance section. I mean, it was just regularly priced, but I was able to find it hidden in my Target.
You should have asked for clearance to say it was in the clearance section.
Nah. No. I'm fine. I was fine with paying $8.99 for it.
And didn't you get the Thanos too?
Yeah, I just today actually. So I don't know if anyone follows Funko Pop Hunters on Facebook, but like for the past couple days they posted about how Thanos and I think General Stan Lee keeps going in and out of stock, and literally. Someone posted in the comments, don't wait for the page to post it, just keep refreshing the page by yourself, because once they post it, then it's going to sell out. And they were actually right, because I think like 2 or 3 hours after they had posted that it was back up, it was already sold out. But while I was doing some homework, I kept going in like every 10 minutes and refreshing it, and I was able to finally, it said in stock, I was able to complete it, and like literally like right after I finished paid, it was sold out. Again.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
That's insane.
So, but at least I was able to get the Walmart exclusive Thanos Funko.
Dude, these are already more profitable than those fetching Beanie Babies.
Yeah, that's true. Bronson, do you know how much Funko can go upwards towards?
Oh, what?
How much a Funko Pop can go?
What's a Funko Pop?
The pop figures.
The shit that we collect.
I'm assuming they have no worth at all.
Actually, there's a holographic Darth Maul that I think's going to close nearly $2,000.
Oh, do you have one of those?
No, I wish I did.
Then you're dead in the water. There you go.
Okay.
They actually have one that's going for like 3,000, and it's the Hulk it's a Hulk figure that's like 50-50. It's like one side's red, one side's green, and it's metallic.
Oh, that
If
is
you were to
awesome.
sell every pop figure that was on this display, how much money would you be able to make off of that?
Probably not a lot.
Well, it depends.
But this is mine.
Yeah.
I don't get them for
Yeah, and he takes them all
value.
out of the box, so that like basically decreases it by half.
Yeah.
Whereas I keep all mine in the box.
I get mine
So,
because I like the characters.
yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah,
At
if they had any Batman pop figures,
They do.
I'd
They
at
have a
least
shit
think
ton.
about getting one of them.
They have a lot.
They probably have close to 100, if not more.
Batman ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, Batman ones.
'Cause-
They have. Well, they have Batman from the animated series. They have
Batman, Rainbow Batman, Batman.
Zebra Batman.
Yeah, Zebra Batman, Neon Batman,
Justice League Batman.
yeah, just Scuba Diving Batman.
Batman
Like,
v Superman. Batman v Superman's Batman.
basically, any
That
Batman
was a
that
tongue
you can
twister.
think of, they've probably made a Funko of it.
Well, I think we need to give a little background of me, because like to show where my interests are and how like
You don't have an interest.
yeah, like not in this freaking like heroes. I know that Batman is the coolest superhero there is.
No.
So, alright, here's a little background. So, I like cars. I drive motorcycles. I'm a senior in school, so yeah, whatever. And yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, he's boring as shit.
You know, I did like the movie Thor Ragnarok though. It was very humorous.
You destroy my soul.
Alright.
Anyway, jumping to, because I can't talk about this with
You
him
see the
anymore.
abuse I get here? It was worse when he lived at the house. It was ridiculous.
It was. So we got 2 new.
At least I have some
Blu-ray.
freedoms now. Yeah,
What freedoms?
now that he moved out, we have more room. We have more rooms. Now we have more space for our room, so it's pretty legit. So anyway, continue.
You have way more space for activities. Get bunk beds and you'll have a shit ton of space.
You. What?
It's a touchy subject, guys.
Only because you used to have a bunk bed.
Yeah, no, now I can't mention my age.
He's a senior in high school.
Yeah,
And he had a bunk bed last year.
I skipped a few grades, guys. I'm pretty dang smart.
Yeah, I skipped a few because you grew out. They wouldn't let you stay in 5th grade anymore. They're like, okay, you need to go. So the 2 Blu-rays that we got are 2 movies that I haven't seen yet.
Which is
Jumanji
sad.
and Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah. I
Oh,
believe
gosh.
Best Buy. Shut your ass. Best Buy is both coming out with a steelbook of each. So I'm gonna be broke as F come Tuesday, because that's like $50 right there.
Have you seen Jumanji yet?
I did. I was surprised of how much I liked it.
Have you seen Jumanji yet?
No, I haven't seen any Jumanji yet. I heard that.
It's funny.
It was like I was surprised how much I laughed.
Dude, it was #1 in the box office for a really long time
Yeah,
until
and-
Black Panther came around.
Dude, I love how it's on digital now, but yet it's still playing in theaters.
I haven't seen Jumanji, and I haven't seen Black Panther yet. And I gotta say, the trailer for Black Panther, it doesn't look very interesting, like at all.
We will kill you right here.
I realize this is the purpose of this podcast, but I mean, I'm gonna get real up in here. Until
We
I
need
see
to have like a interview before we allow guests.
like a screening.
Oh,
I'm
screening.
your freaking brother.
Yeah, you wouldn't have passed our first test.
It shows what a 17-year-old screening does for you.
You mean a 17-year-old that had a bunk bed last
a
year?
17 exposed.
Okay, let's move on.
Pitch Perfect 3, how did that one compare to the other two?
I actually really liked it. It's probably I don't know if it's either my second favorite or least favorite. I need to see it again before I can tell. I mean, the first one's still my favorite. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Like, for being the third movie, I think they did a really good job, and I think it was a good send-off to the series. The final number alone is like a really, really good send-off song. Bronson, I see your look. You can shut your ass.
You know, I have to say something about this.
Oh my gosh.
Pitch Perfect is. I mean, the author. Do you know who created that movie? Like, do you know who it is?
I forget.
All right. Well, they must have not had a life.
I'm rethinking this guest thing.
Yeah, I am too.
I don't like the Pitch Perfect movies
Well, we don't like you.
because, all right, the truth comes out, boys.
I've told you that every day for like 5 years.
I thought it's been longer than that.
It has been.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Caleb, let's
I
put
didn't-
aside our family differences for this podcast. Sorry, viewers, if there are any of you.
I will kill you.
Damn.
Now that we're sad.
And for the people who are actually listening, I apologize as well.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Going to Through the Wall, Toys R Us got an update. They're not closing 200 stores anymore. They are closing 800 stores.
They are officially going out of business.
Where
So-
they really like,
Yeah, Toys R Us is, yeah.
No, Bronson, we're lying.
it's about time.
Wow.
You're only saying that because we were never allowed to go to Toys R Us.
The only thing that was even halfway interesting about Toys R Us was the freaking RC, not the RC cars, the, what do you call it? The, robotic, like, cars that you can, like, sit in and drive. I forgot the name of them. Like the
You mean the
Barbie
big
cars.
wheels?
Yeah. Wait, what was it?
Big wheels.
Big wheels. I had a 4-wheeler, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Until you broke it.
I didn't break it.
Actually, no,
I
that's
didn't
not true. That's not true. Our dad just never charged it. So we just had a 4-wheeler big wheel that was never charged.
Dude, whenever
always had to
he
push
would
each
charge
other
it though, I would go out in the the front porch and I would do some mad skids because they were plastic wheels, so it was like skirt.
That's probably why he never charged it.
Because I was a hazard.
Because you would scrape up, like get all the plastic dust on the.
Well, dude, I was freaking mad. It was mad skids. I actually missed that thing.
Yeah, our dude, he never charged it. That's like what's so sad about it. Like we had a blast on it like the first day, and then it died after an hour of use.
Yes.
And then it just didn't get charged for like 5 months. And then we were like, can we charge it? And he's like, sure. And then he put it on the charger for like half an hour. And then we got to play with it for like 10 minutes before it died. And he's like, well, we probably should let it charge longer.
He also
And then the battery just took a shit.
He also bought a pocket bike, and then I remember when I was younger, he bought me a pocket bike, and we were at the church parking lot doing some mad skids as well. And then he told me, because it was wintertime, he told me that the gasoline froze. And I later found out like recently that the freezing point for gasoline, if I'm remembering right, is like -32. So the gasoline wasn't frozen. He was actually selling it. So, you know.
Yeah, he bought a little freaking pocket bike. Let us ride it for, what, 20 minutes?
Like a summer?
No, he rode it for like 20 minutes. He let us ride it for like 2 each, and then he sold it.
Yeah, and then my dad sold it. I was like, I look out the window. Dad, why is that guy riding my bike? Why is he loading into the back of his truck? Why did you just hand up a stack?
Oh my gosh.
That's when reality hit.
That life's not fair.
Fun never lasts.
Ugh,
All good things must come to an end.
just like Toys R Us.
Yep. Life is
Even
enough to grow up.
Was it good though?
How would
I
you
had
know? We
some
were never
fond
allowed to
memories.
go. Every time we were like, Mom, can we go to Toys R Us? She'd be like, no, it's dirty.
I have been in a Toys R Us before.
How old were you?
Pretty young, but I mean, the only thing
Bullshit.
that, like I said, the only thing that I found interesting was those big wheel cars, and
I had a buddy actually tell me that he used to know someone that used to work at a Toys R Us in California, and he was telling him the story of how a mom used to drop her 2 kids off early in the morning at Toys R Us and leave them there all day, give them like money for like snacks and stuff because they have vending machines, and then pick them up when she got off of work. I don't know how long it took them to finally find out, but they're like, hey, you know, you guys have been here for a while. Where's your mom? She's like, they're like, oh, she's at work. She just dropped us off this morning. They're like, oh shit, okay. So,
yeah, that is amazing parenting if I've ever seen it.
yeah. So yeah, she got in pretty big trouble.
It's like, yeah, thanks for screwing this up.
It's a good thing we had here.
It only cost me like $5 a day, jackasses.
But, yeah,
We also got what?
it's really sad to see him go. In my opinion, Bronson doesn't give a shit, but
I
it's
really
very
don't.
sad.
I'm
to see.
new to the whole Toys R Us experience, so
I'm
I'm not as upset as you probably are, but I'm still upset.
Don't be sad. There's Babies R Us.
Babies R Us is going out of business too.
Oh well, now I'm a little sad.
Yeah, don't you feel like a butthole?
Like a tool? Well, you didn't have to take it that far.
You're not even a good tool.
I was with my aunt. We got Babies R Us stuff for our cousins.
That's just sad though. Now that like literally the only places that you can go now are just Target and Walmart.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
official toy store anymore.
It's about time
Not in
America
Utah.
grew up. Ooh. There was a camera. You guys would have been amazed.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of amazed, we got a Infinity War trailer coming tomorrow.
Yes.
That should be amazing.
It should be.
When are they doing a new Venom?
When people care about
Trailer.
that movie.
Probably like damn.
That's Tom Hardy you're talking about.
Your boy toy.
He's not, but no, he is a really good actor. Okay.
Yeah, no, he is. I'd say probably
So defensive.
probably like the middle of summer. That's probably what I'd say.
When's it come out? It comes out in November, right?
October.
October?
So I'm assuming probably like early, either probably I don't know, like maybe middle of July.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't a new trailer at the beginning of Infinity War. Surprising. Like, I think that we might get one.
I don't think
Even,
so.
even if it has, like, just a little bit of new footage.
Dude, I doubt it.
No?
I don't see it. Mm-mm.
Ooh, we should make a bet about it.
That trailer was
Do you
kind
remember
of
how
stupid
that went
though.
last time?
What?
Remember how that went last time?
Yeah, it didn't even
This-
show
yeah,
up.
the
But
scene
this
wasn't
one's
even in the
this
movie.
one's there is or there isn't. This isn't. What's this scene gotta show us?
Okay, what are we betting?
I don't know.
How about we keep it cheap, a drink?
I'm not sure. Is that in your guys' budget?
It's in my mind.
All right, how about this? Loser
10 Christmas.
pays for the next movie.
Shit. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
That was an awful.
Yeah.
So, wait, so the bet's that there will be a trailer before Avengers Infinity War?
Yeah. a Venom trailer with new footage.
Heck yeah.
Okay, got it. Wait, who's betting? So I'm betting against it. You're for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys shook on it and you don't even know the parameters?
Shut up! I was just making sure.
Yeah, we're just double checking the
Yeah.
parameters.
You little bitch.
So,
You're freaking
with the
warm.
Infinity War trailer, we all know what you're hoping to see.
Yes, sir.
Hawkeye.
And Anthony Joe Russo, or maybe just one of them, came out and said that the reason why you don't really see him in the marketing.
Why you don't really see him? We haven't seen him.
Yeah. No. Why you don't see him in the marketing, hopefully yet, is because Hawkeye is actually doing his own thing. He's kind of like on his own secret mission, which would make sense because they pointed out that how after Cap breaks them all out, they kind of go their separate ways to kind of like think about like what just happened.
Scatter.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense that Clint probably went. Well, yeah, no, it's shown that Clint goes back to his family, and he's just trying to basically become a family man again. I'm assuming.
Makes sense.
But then shit must hit the fan because Ronan.
Oh. I was like, Ronin? I forget that what's
Wow.
his code name goes by.
Wow.
Yeah, so Hawkeye gets a Mohawk in either Infinity War or the one after that, and becomes Ronin.
You guys see that movie Spider-Man 2? Dr. Octopus was on fire in that movie, don't you guys think?
The worst.
But yes.
Hey,
he was.
is it really
I
too
want
late
to see
comment
more
on that?
Hulk, obviously. But I want to see... What I realistically want to see is Cap's shield.
Yes, I agree.
Like, is that all he gets? Like, just... He's like,
Doesn't he
at
have
least...
two?
He does have two, but, I mean, come on. That's not a decent shield.
Hey, if it can take on Thanos, that's all that matters.
It's just gauntlets. It's basically just gauntlets. He needs a freaking shield that he can throw through the heart of Thanos.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, I do have to say, his little arm thingies look retarded.
They look cool. They just aren't.
Yeah.
No, they're not his shield. That would
Yeah,
be
we
cool
have-
if
we
he could
still-
like punch it and then it grew into a shield.
That would be bitchin'. That'd be really bitchin'.
Like, could you imagine if you just went like that and then it was like?
Well, yeah, but
shield?
it also could be like a thing where you fist really hard and then comes out like that, and he has two shields. I don't know. Hey, I don't get it.
You don't get the shield.
I don't get the arm things. They're ridiculous.
Well, they're just gauntlets that grow bigger. Like, no, unless people are super stupid and don't go for the legs.
Yeah. Kick him in the shins. That's what I think. Freaking.
That's what Spider-Man does. He's just like, what else he tell you? Go for your feet.
Because even if you don't win the fight, you leave a nasty bruise.
But
Logic.
one of the Russos came out and said that the big battle scene in Infinity War is going to be even bigger than the one in
Airport
Civil
scene.
War,
Yep.
which is going to be great.
And I love that it takes place in Wakanda.
Yeah,
Great idea.
that's where they're hiding Vision.
Yep.
Which we discussed last week. In other news, with trailers, we got Fantastic Beasts. That trailer came out this week and it was pretty cool.
And I love the I think this is the tagline that they're shooting for. Wands at the ready. I think that's the tagline for the movie. I like it.
There were some problems I had with the trailer though. Dumbledore was killer.
Oh yeah, Dumbledore was awesome.
Do you remember the Sherlock Holmes movie with Iron Man in it?
Yeah, with what's his name?
Jude Law?
No, I'm talking about the actor for Iron Man.
Robert Downey?
Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember Watson?
No.
You don't remember Watson?
I watched the movie, but I really didn't pay attention to it. The only thing I was interested in is when he was in the fight and he's like, hey, I'm going to smack him in the ear here, give him a little nipple twist there, and then I'm going to throw the...
He did not.
That
That took me a second, but I caught it.
That would be quick, super cool though.
This dude, Jude Law.
Oh, you just could have just said.
I said Watson.
No, you could have said. What's his name from King Arthur? King Vortigern.
Okay, sure. He is playing young Albus Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts movie.
He doesn't look like
I'm assuming you haven't seen the trailer for it.
No, I haven't. But he doesn't look like a decent Dumbledore though.
He actually does play pretty.
Does he have a
decent.
beard?
Yes.
Well, let's see it.
It's not long, but still.
Right. I mean, like, if he doesn't have a long beard, he just can't really call himself Dumbledore.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
Maybe that's how J.K. Rowling wrote the character as he was younger.
what?
Did you ever think about that?
Dumbledore without a beard?
Dumbledore with a shorter beard?
That's a picture of him.
He's still. I don't know. I can't unsee him as King Vortigern from. That's why it's a little hard for me.
Well, maybe if you stopped watching movies 5 billion times in a row.
Dude, King Arthur is a good movie.
The soundtrack was bitchin'.
I have it downloaded to my phone. That's how good it is, okay?
You have a lot of movies downloaded to your phone. Don't you
I have 4. That's it.
4?
4.
What are the other 2? I know.
I have
I already know.
Thor Ragnarok, Chasing Mavericks. If any of you guys have seen that, it's a really good movie.
Nope, never seen it.
And, well, nobody asked.
You just
Yeah,
asked.
you did ask.
Yeah. I'm asking people who are reviewing if there are any.
Could you quit saying that?
Damn.
You're the worst.
You are.
I'm just keeping it alive in here, jeez.
You're doing a bang up job.
Thanks. Yeah.
Alright, well. I don't know where to go now. It's
I
just
don't-
Fear
I'm just
Dream cast. Let's go to our Fear Dream cast.
hour.
What?
Okay, let's just jump to the main event of the evening then.
Overall, I did like the trailer.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
did think it was.
I'm excited.
I loved how Dumbledore pointed out how if you ever had to teach Newt and know how he could not pay attention, you would have a hard time with him too or something.
No, he couldn't follow rules.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
It's because he's trying to protect the animals.
Yeah. Right.
Wait.
Yeah, so
Fear Dream cast is the main
event of
That's
the
the-
evening,
yeah.
yes.
Oh.
So jumping to our main event of the evening, we are going to do our Fear Dreamcast. So I already explained my fear, kind of. I just said what it was. So we're going to go through, all 3 of us, and explain what our most irrational fear is and why we're afraid of it. So I will start. Mine's not technically irrational, but the extremes of which I take my fear is. So
Fair.
my fear is cats and kittens. I hate them all. Though I do have 2 cats, I am pretty sure that the only reason that they haven't killed me in my sleep is because they somehow know that I pay for their food.
Yeah, he is really scared of cats. He's kind of a pussy.
You're scared of him too.
I'm
Cat
not
puns.
as scared. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, that cat pun. Oh yeah, you like cats, huh?
Yeah, I
Sorry,
love cats. So
I was
eat shit.
insensitive.
Okay.
Moving
So
on.
this is where my fear stems from. When I was really young, I want to say 5, 6, or 7. It's a
What?
broad range, but I was at my grandma's house in California, and me and her were going to go out to some yard sales, and so we were yeah, of course. So we were chilling out, or I was chilling out while she was getting ready, and I didn't like cats before, just because I was never around them, so I didn't have a desire to touch them or look at them or anything. So anyway, my aunt's cat at the time, which was named Simba, which it should have been named Scar, was walking past me, and I didn't look at the cat. I was watching TV, okay? So I was I was sitting down in one of my grandma's big old rocking chairs, just chilling out, minding my own gosh damn business.
So comfortable.
Yeah, I was comfortable. And then the cat walked past me and must have been irritated that I was ignoring it or something. It's like, pay attention to me because I want to ignore you. And then it clawed the shit out of my legs. Like, just freaking ravaged my legs. And I was wearing jeans, too. And it tore through my jeans, and I was losing my fetching mind. My grandma comes running downstairs. I don't even think I kicked it away. I think it just started attacking, realized that I was about to kick, and then just walked away. And I was like, ah! Freaked out. My grandma took me upstairs and was like tending to my wounds. And then turned around for like 3 seconds to get some like warm water to like fix my legs because they were bleeding like pretty bad. And then the cat comes and freaking attacks my legs again. And I freaking bushwhacked that cat's head.
Yeah.
And so from then on, I've been deathly afraid of cats. I was dead set that it would be a cold day in hell before I ever owned a cat.
Look at you now.
Yeah, now look at you now.
Yeah. The things I do to make my wife happy.
Cat people are sad.
Eat shit.
You
That's
see,
what you can do.
and I have a viable reason behind this. Okay.
Let's hear it.
So first, let me get my hat. You ignorant twat.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. Can I say that on here?
No, you can't.
Sorry.
We have standards of the cuss words we say.
Yeah.
Pardon my English.
Vulgar language. Tongue,
Fresh.
Mom.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, cat people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason cat people are sad is because you can't go out and walk a cat. You can't pet a cat because a cat has to warm up to you before it goes up and decides to, ooh, I'm gonna let him pet me.
Don't you dare try to argue this, Rose.
I actually
A
can't
dog?
argue it.
Here's the difference between a cat and a dog. A dog wants attention 24/7. Cats are like, oh, I want attention, get off me, I'm walking away. This is my house.
Okay,
bitch.
you gotta look at it. It depends on the species of cat. Do you know that like there's many?
No, that's not at all true.
Yeah.
All cats have a demon.
Have you ever
demonic
had a
side.
tabby cat? Have you ever been around a tabby cat?
Let me tell
Are
you.
any of my cats tabby?
No, they're not.
I don't know
A
what
tabby
cat
will
is.
actually get depressed if it doesn't get enough attention.
Well, serves it right.
No, like seriously, my cat Alexander, he always wants attention and he always wants to be cuddled.
Right.
So I don't get where you're coming from saying that cats want to be left alone.
It's personal experience,
Yes,
Rose. We're
okay.
around cats.
I haven't not-
Anytime we are around cats, it's around cats that hate people.
Well, then
with their
you just
with
don't
their
know how
inner
to...
soul.
Raven and Atticus don't seem like they hate people. Or
Yeah,
they just
because
hate
if
you.
they scratch them, they know that I'm going to kick them out into the cold.
Damn, you're an asshole.
The reason that I feel that cats are super dicks to strangers, like I was to that freaking cat, is because they know I have no power to get rid of them.
Okay, but no, like, I'm sorry, I will take it to my deathbed that cats are, maybe dogs are a little more loyal than cats, but cats are very, very, very
You're
loyal.
flattering cats a little bit too much there.
No, I
Dude,
don't think so.
dogs. Hey, have you ever seen Hachi?
No.
Tears, man, straight tears. But Hachi, freaking his owner dies, and before his owner died, he would walk his owner to what was it, the bus stop or something like that.
Yep.
His owner died, right? That dog still walks to the bus stop every day and waits there until it's about the time where his owner gets home, and then he walks back home. Dogs are loyal till pretty much until they die. Cats are like, oh, you're not gonna feed me anymore, huh?
I guess
I'm
I'll
out.
eat you.
No, I full-heartedly disagree. And
Did
I'm
you
sure
know
a
that
lot
there's
of
a
people would
scientific
actually disagree
study
with me.
that dogs will wait longer to eat their owner? and it is only last resort.
Okay.
No, it's a scientific study, Rose.
Up this, and I don't give a shit.
It's a scientific study.
That's the one I hate when people.
Cats,
go, oh
dude.
yeah, cats are gonna eat your body like right after you die. No, they're not.
Yes, they do. It is scientifically proven.
I don't give a shit.
I would compare
You
a
don't care
cat.
about science?
Not that kind of science.
I would compare a cat to like a snake.
No, cats
Oh.
are like.
No. Hell no.
Yes.
Get the hell out of here.
No.
Dude, have you seen
there
that
is-
video of what if cats and dogs were human?
Yes. Yes,
If
that is
cats were-
funny. That is how
It
they
is-
act sometimes.
Yeah, they're cats are no. Cats would be that roommate that just like walks in the door, it's like F you, and then leaves, and then comes back and it's like pet me.
Okay, but no, okay. Like, I'm sorry, but like, you guys have never actually had a cat as a pet. Cats can. Okay, yes, you, but you're not like.
Excuse me.
Okay, but you're
No,
not
I
like
can
attracted
say
to.
that I have had a cat as a pet for exactly probably 3 minutes.
Well then.
Oh my gosh, you remember that cat?
We
The freaking
brought
one that
we
was-
brought
his,
home.
his face.
It was a white and black cat, the same breed that it wasn't
Raven.
Raven. That's the same breed of cat, the same litter, right?
Yeah, part
We-
of the same fetching letter, Rose.
My mom, I don't know what clicked in, like what went off in her head, but she decided to buy this cat. Okay, we buy the cat, we walk home, okay, and we're sitting in the front room, and I'm petting this cat. I'm like, hey, maybe this cat's pretty chill. Maybe my irrational fear of cats is just
Wrong.
wrong.
You
Okay,
don't have a fear of cats.
I
You
don't,
just have
but
a
I just
strong
really
distaste.
don't
It's
like
just a
cats.
pussy when it comes to cats.
You know, I'm not a
Cat puns.
pussy because I would shoot a cat if I had the
You did actually shoot a cat. Yeah, I can't remember how
Hey, let's
old
not
we were.
incriminate people.
No, I'm going to, because if you're gonna talk shit about cats, I'm gonna.
Okay,
Bring
please
this
do.
up.
We're getting off
Yeah.
topic, but
No. Let me bring
I'll let
this
this
up.
go for a little bit.
Thank you. Yeah, let me bring this up. So we were in the field across from where Caleb and his brother, well, Bronson still lives, but
Oh
their
my
parents'
gosh,
house.
this is probably my favorite.
Their parents' house. There was a cat walking on the fence. Bronson had his BB gun. Or was it
Airsoft.
Airsoft
What
gun.
is it?
He
No,
decides.
mine was a BB gun.
It was a
Shut
BB gun?
up. No, it was an airsoft gun.
It was a.
Don't try to make this nicer.
No, it was an airsoft.
What,
It wasn't.
either
theirs,
way, he decides to shoot the cat in the ass.
and I did. I'm a very
He shot
accurate.
the cat in the ass, and that is like the lowest thing I've ever seen Bronson do. I was pissed at him for a day. I didn't talk
If
to him
that's
after
the
that.
lowest thing you've ever seen Bronson do, you don't know him very well.
You
Yeah,
don't know me very well.
this is like the first time I've seen him in months. I haven't really hung
is
out
true.
with
Yeah,
his
it's
brother.
true. How's it going, dude?
Yeah, it's good. You cat shooter?
Okay. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Cat people are less friendly and
Okay,
overall,
Bronson, that's still off topic.
no.
That I already explained my irrational fear.
I still have not like
But
said
wait,
my point.
cat people are less friendly?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying is cat people are less human than dog people.
I'm a
What?
cat person, and I'm probably like one of the most nicest people you could meet.
The most nicest.
Well, very nice person to meet, aren't I?
Listen,
That's
I love
true.
how no
You've
one's
only
do you
owned.
go out and walk your cat? Okay. Did you go out and walk your cat?
I have actually walked my cat. Like, no joke.
You're weird.
I'm not that weird. He wanted to go for a walk.
Did he?
Yeah, he actually did. He actually really enjoyed it. We actually just went around the complex. It was
Okay.
actually really cute.
But does
That's weird.
every cat owner in America take their cats for a walk?
Not every owner.
Not the old fragile ladies.
As from a scale of 1 to 10, Caleb, on a scale from 1 to 10, from 1 to 10, how many people, cat owners in America, go out and walk their cats?
Probably one or two,
And what about dog owners?
like all of them.
Yeah,
I feel really bad for Brielle.
Dogs?
She said she was going to sleep.
Or being loud.
Yeah.
dogs.
But
bring
anyway,
it down.
whatever.
Dogs mourn to go on walks. Dogs mourn to freaking, I don't know, have
Okay.
attention from their owners. Cats, they can take it or leave it. You're not gonna feed them, they gone. They're gonna
Okay.
go
That is
find.
true.
Okay,
Cats
they're-
are loyal to whoever feeds them.
So, cats are like, I'm sorry, cats are loyal. They are loyal. Not just the person who feeds them, but the person that they love.
That's
Did
not
you know
true.
that there was one situation that they
I'm gonna
did?
choke him to death.
I
Do
know. I just want to point this
No
out
balls.
before we move on to your irrational fear. There was a so that study where they showed that cats won't wait as long as dogs
Mm-hmm.
before eating their owner. They did so in one of the cases. They went back to the cat, and there was still food in the cat's bowl. And they started eating the owner.
Like, I'm sorry, but cats
The
are...
simulated owner. It was
like,
this guy. I think.
Have you seen... So,
Did you
like,
hear what he said?
Yes, I did hear what he
There
said.
was
The
still
cat-
food in the bowl.
Shut
The
up.
cat would prefer to eat the owner
Shut your ass.
instead of its own food.
Shut your ass. Okay, have you seen, like, when soldiers, like, come home or, like, when people come home? Have you seen those videos?
Yes.
Have you seen some of the videos where cats are actually jumping into their owner's arms because they miss them so much?
Stranger danger.
It-
No,
I'm
I've
sorry.
not watched.
Well,
The
you need to because
ones
it's
with
very
cats.
sweet. I'm sorry. I don't care what you guys say. Cats are loyal.
Okay, whatever.
Almost as loyal
We're
as
moving
dogs.
Here, I want you to.
No, we're moving on.
Wait,
No, we're
wait,
moving
no,
on.
no.
No, Bronson, we're moving
Quick,
on.
Like literally 20 seconds.
10.
I want you.
Not
I want you to perform a study of your own.
Okay.
Stop feeding your cat and
No.
open your window. And open your windows at night, and see where that gets you.
No.
Moving on.
You're a dick.
I pride myself in it. Thank you.
Okay.
Cool.
Since we got completely off topic there.
Yeah.
What is your irrational fear?
Okay, so
And
this-
explain.
So this
The
is
story.
this is really, I know, really stupid. Mine is actually popsicle sticks.
What?
Yeah. My irrational fear is popsicle sticks.
Please explain before
I
I
will.
respect.
So, shut up. So, whenever because I had to go to the doctor a lot when I was a kid because they really thought that I had pneumonia, but they never decided. Oh wait, no, actually he has asthma. Who would have thought? So literally,
I think I see where this is going, and it's making more and more sense.
like almost every week, like probably like twice a week, I had to have a popsicle stick like shoved down into my mouth and how pressed down. I don't know why I just reenacted that.
Yeah,
But
I was
like-
like, you're just reliving your fear.
But like pressed down really hard, and I just remember how much I hated the feeling, and it just got like the taste on my tongue. Like literally, I cannot like I could still eat popsicles and like ice cream bars.
You just can't get to the
Yeah.
stick.
Like, yeah, I can't I can sometimes I even have to use a napkin because I can't just touch the popsicle stick.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Because I remember getting gagged by those a lot. Just
Yeah.
No. I remember getting I had strep recently, and they put a popsicle was like barely on my tongue, and they took a cotton swab and I would be more afraid of that than
That's
a popsicle stick. But
like-
you know, you're you. You do you.
Thank you. So like whenever like just thinking about it like when someone will like grind like when someone will like grind it between their teeth to get like the last bit, I like freak out like seriously, or like I don't think I'm or like if someone like pushes it like again like say like I feel it against my like skin, I like lose my shit. I'm so like I can.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It was weird.
It's not that
No,
weird.
it's not that weird, but not what I expected.
Why would you expect my rational fear to be?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't expect anything like that was like really scary, like anything that you'd see in a horror movie.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting a popsicle stick.
Yeah, that's my irrational fear.
At least you have a reason behind it.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good reason.
thank you.
All right, Ronson, what's your most irrational fear?
Most irrational fear would have to be escalators, Caleb.
Explain.
Yeah.
Please.
So, I've always had this feeling about escalators is that if something really went wrong, if you like reach down while you're on an escalator going down or up, I mean I'm not gonna like which direction you're going in, like that's up to you. But if you like say you go down to tie your shoelaces and you fall down and your fingers get caught underneath the escalator. So I'm not saying that it's gonna catch your whole body, but would it not suck up your fingers? Or like push the palm of your hands into that mesh and go. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible.
It's plausible.
I want you to watch The Final Destination, and we'll take your fear to a whole nother level.
Is it pretty much like that exact reenactment of what I just
Yeah,
said?
basically.
Okay, well,
I will admit that there's a part of me that will take a little bigger step than you should when I get off an escalator.
Do you?
But
or
it's
do
always
you
because
not,
I'm like afraid that if I were to like reach down and grab something or like leave my foot on, that either the stair or the step that I'm on is either going to be lower than the rest of the stairs for whatever reason, and then it's going to like catch my boot and just completely screw up my life.
Okay. Do you or do you not put your foot up over where the stairs meet that little pad? Do you go over, or do you let your feet slide over?
Oh
it?
no, I go over.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell no.
That's what I'm thinking about. Like, what if you didn't? You get sucked in somehow.
No, that's a fair. It's a fair fear.
That's okay. But as irrational as that is, I mean, it's not irrational.
You made it pretty rational.
No, his was rational. Mine's still a little irrational.
Mine's really
Actually,
irrational.
mine's rational for me personally. Yours just makes sense. Yours,
It's just my imagination going crazy.
yeah, yours is a what if, but your real irrational fear is whales.
Okay. So, do I have to share the story?
Yes, you do.
Okay, that's a good race.
So this involves Caleb, and so we were in California
I'm not even sorry.
at our aunt and uncle's place. We were staying there. We were going to SeaWorld. That's the whole reason we were down there. And I was super excited to go to SeaWorld. Like have you ever like gone to bed like the night before Christmas and you like can't even sleep and you're sweating a little bit? You're like, holy crap, I'm so freaking excited. That's kind of the feeling I had, right? And so I didn't go to bed till probably 2 or 3 o'clock, and so I was like super drowsy in the morning. Well, I didn't expect to wake up with a giant plush whale in my face making sounds. And I woke up and my brother's holding this above my head, and I don't know why, but my imagination made that whale real, and I lost it. I didn't let Caleb know it, but I was actually like freaking out.
No, you let me know it.
I don't know if I did let you know it or not, but I was really afraid.
No, I freaking played Dory, dude.
Like, I still remember the sound, and like now I go on and on these Facebook videos I see these whale. Ooh, look at this cute whale underneath the sea. Yeah, no, it's not funny. It's scary. They could kill you. Like, have you heard of SeaWorld? And I actually found out after we went to SeaWorld is that somebody got slapped on top of the head by a whale, by a what was it?
Shamu.
Shamu. There's been many Shamus, by the way. There's not just one. But he got smacked on top of the head and the scalp just fell off. So, whales are big animals. They have a lot of potential to do bad. And I'm not saying, like, oh, you feed them, like, they do tricks and stuff, like, that's great. But they have the potential for mass human destruction just by... Oh, and I got whale shiz in my mouth.
That's not the least bit true. You were just in the splash zone.
No, I was in the splash zone, and I had my mouth open because I was freaking out. I was like, I was making that face like...
Yeah,
like
because
that.
he was like in the splash zone, and you know how Shamu comes and swims around the tank.
Yeah, well,
he was like, he kept like flinching every time he came by. He's just like, what if he jumps out?
I still remember the feeling. It was like oily. It was oily. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Should I just change mine to whales? Because I have a liable story. Okay, yeah, I'm changing it. Screw
Okay.
escalators. Sorry, viewers.
No, because you can actually make the whale one really scary.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
if we were to make a movie or a short film about our irrational fear, how would you make it scary?
So you want me to go first?
Yes, I still need time to think.
Okay. So, this is what I was thinking. So it's just a normal, say like it's someone that goes to the doctor. So this can it be like a short story? Like, does it have to be like a full-length feature?
No, it's short.
Okay.
Like I said, either
So-
a movie or a short
So
film.
this would kind of be like you've heard like 1,000 Ways to Die, right?
Yes.
This would be like kind of like this is what I'm thinking, like kind of like one of those episodes. So, it's just like say like you're sick and you're going to the doctor, right? And so, you know, you get into one of the rooms, you know, you hop on the table and they're like, oh, you know, like what are your symptoms? And you know, you just say all these. They're like, okay, you know, let me just take a look. You know, open your mouth and you know, we'll take a look. And so they start putting the popsicle stick on your tongue, and you're fidgeting like so bad because you hate the taste. And they're like, okay, you know, I need you to hold still, okay? So, but you keep but you keep fidgeting, and they say again, I need you to stay still. But yet you still keep fidgeting, and all of a sudden, her hand accidentally like, I don't know, like goes mistakenly, and it shoves all the way into the back of your mouth, and it goes down into your, or I don't know, like, would you want it to like? Because it's not long enough to actually like stab through your whole neck. I mean, it could be, if you like really wanted to go dark here. If you like really had like a long popsicle stick, you're like,
like Squidward when he gets the fork in between, like
So probably like, you know, like she's just like trying to get it, and all of a sudden like you accidentally, because she shoves it so far in, like you actually swallow it, and it gets stuck in your esophagus area, and
Dude, I'm getting panicky just thinking about watching this. Just like, oh!
stuck in your esophagus. She runs to call someone to offer you CPR because for some reason she doesn't know how to do it because it's a horror movie and she's just stupid.
Fair.
But by the
Trainee.
time she finally gets someone, you're already dead.
Yeah, but you know how short of a movie that would be?
You could stretch it out.
Yeah, you could probably stretch it out, like at least like the choking part.
Yeah.
That would be like a good short video.
Yeah, that's
Like
that's what I'm talking. Like,
like a
have
mini
you seen
movie.
like 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking of.
that'd be good. Okay, Caleb.
Okay. So
Can't wait to
mine.
hear this.
Have you seen The Birds?
I haven't actually.
You've seen The Birds.
And the bee.
It's when no, not The Birds and the Bees. No, The Birds. It's an Edgar Allan Poe movie. It's actually a story that Edgar Allan Poe wrote, and it's about like, just summing it up real quick. It's these people that move into this house and then they get attacked by crows, right? So that's what I'm thinking, but with cats.
Okay. Interesting.
So
like cats
no,
flying
like so.
through windows.
So I'm thinking a family moves into this house, and there's just like this lone black cat that sits out, like on their fence, like a freaking rock fence, right? And every day that they're there, more cats come, and more and more and more, and then when they start to panic, like when they're like, okay, we need to go somewhere, they start to leave, but then a cat gets in the way, and like just more and more shit, so they have to like walk to the store, they have to do all this like really inconvenient shit, and then I'm thinking that in the middle of the night that you can like see someone start to wake up, and then it shows what they're looking at, and it's just a bunch of glowing eyes.
Oh, in their room?
In their room. Just, and then they like look down, and it's just like more glowing eyes that are like sitting on them, and then they start to panic, and then it's just like you just hear with all their freaking claws, and then
Credits.
and then like they get just clawed to freaking death, and you just hear screaming and just pure panic.
That reminds me of a Family Guy episode where Peter says he's scared of Chris, and then it shows a caption of Chris sitting on a chair next to Peter while he's sleeping, and he wakes up and he's like, and Chris is like, "Go back to sleep, Dad." He walks over to him. He's like, Peter's closing his eyes. He's like, "You're very important to me, Dad." Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but having something like that where each night one guy or either the girl or the guy wake up and they just see a bunch of glowing eyes, and then when they like panic and they're like, "Oh!" then they're like all gone,
Oh.
And then they're like, okay, this is freaking weird and we need to move. And then they like pack up their shit, like getting ready to move. And they're like, all right, we'll move in the morning. And then that's when they have all of the eyes. And then when they go to like wake up, it's just like cats are just like on them. Glowing eyes.
I'm excited. I would love to see that, but I'd be more excited to film that.
So many cats.
No, that's
Especially-
actually pretty rational if you're literally getting scratched to death.
Like, especially the night scenes with just you see the glowing eyes. Oh, that'd be so much fun.
Oh,
to
fear!
Dude, that's good.
Right?
I like it.
Oof, dude, I would just.
Chills.
Honestly, if that happened to me, I'd probably just slowly close my eyes again.
Touche, cat.
Have you seen like this is kind of like on the top, but have you seen that meme that like you're laying in bed and like you hear a sound and you don't want to get up and you're just like, well, you know, it's been a good life.
I had a good run. That's a good way
Touche,
to look,
you
to
bastards,
look, to
touche.
think about it.
Well, I guess that's how I die.
Alright, Bron, so let's hear yours.
Alright, so it starts off with two. It starts off a lot like 47 meters down, but there's no cage or nothing. But they're.
Okay, is this a spoiler at all for 47 Meters Down? Because I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it's not
Well,
really
no,
a
you can-
spoiler.
I mean, you can say it. I didn't really, like, I don't care if it gets spoiled for me.
One of them dies. So.
Oh.
They all die.
So it starts off like that, but they're like, okay, so they're underwater welders, okay? So like they're welding this pipeline, right? And they're underneath like a oil rig, but they're out a few miles, welding this pipe, right? So it's dark and it's really dark down there because it's really deep, and they have their masks and all of their oxygen. And then while they're welding and all this stuff, they work in pairs. They just like the water just like pushes them away, and they're like in the middle. They just get pushed away, right? So there's like a bunch of water force, and they don't know what it was until they find out that it was a whale. Okay.
Like a killer whale or
Like-
a blue whale?
No, like a sperm whale, like a big ass whale. Okay. So,
Okay.
but it's like Moby Dick kind of thing. So it's like a fast whale. It's just playing them, and then long story short, they get eaten. Though they get swallowed up like in Finding Nemo. By the way, I will not watch the first Finding Nemo anymore. And they both pass out, right? And they wake up and all they see is black. And they know they're inside something because they feel stuff moving around, and that's pretty much it. Like they get swallowed.
So it's basically Jonah.
Yeah, but like real. Thinking about that,
It's okay. You're safe here.
No, just getting
Dude, you know
swallowed.
what'd be super freaking terrifying in a movie, like anything with a whale in it like that, would be for them to see the whale coming at them, and then they like turn to swim away, and then the whale opens its mouth, and then all the water starts rushing in and pulls them while they're trying to swim away.
Oh shit, dude! Don't
Ooh,
make
Russell
his
looks
fear.
like he's about
Yeah.
to shit himself.
Dude, just because think about it. Your oxygen is going down. You only have limited oxygen, and you're inside a whale. How do you get out? You're not crawling through that blowhole. You're definitely not opening the mouth because it's like a freaking. Who knows how heavy the whale is, but you're kind of SOL'd.
Yeah.
Unless that sucker spits you out, which is highly unlikely.
Or shits.
And I think that's one of the worst ways to die is drowning. So.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or lack of oxygen.
Yeah. the same.
Dude, I think that would be. Oh my gosh, could you imagine how terrifying that would be? Watching your oxygen go down, knowing that you're on limited time.
I mean, if you're out in open water and your oxygen's going down, heck, you can try to swim up. But if you're in a whale, that's not happening. So oxygen's going down. It's pitch black. You don't know what's going on. All you can feel is sounds from the whale and the whale swimming around. I would just, honestly, if I were them, I would just tuck myself in the bottom lip and just.
Go out like a Viking.
Yeah.
Dude, because what? I think it's blue whales, but I think blue whales have like 4 stomachs that you'd have to crawl through before you could like out.
Yeah. Could you?
Dude, okay.
Could you imagine?
So if
trying
you
to
were in a
crawl?
situation like that,
Oh.
if you were in a situation like that, where you were stuck inside a whale, or stuck inside something, knowing that you have no chance of getting out, okay? Would you keep your oxygen in? Because even if it's considered suicide, I'd probably psh the oxygen cord and just go out as quick as possible.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah, but that's also drowning. There's
Yeah,
no
it's
way
drown-
out but to drown.
I
That's
understand
the scary
that,
part.
but would you rather wait to drown, or would you just rather be like, psh, cut the cord, psh, and let all your oxygen out, and just
I'd
I
probably
mean,
wait just to calm myself down.
Yeah,
'Cause if
maybe
I-
like just like think of like your life decisions. Like, was it a good life? Did I do everything I could?
Well, there's no going back because you're in a whale.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
And I think if you're inside a whale, you haven't made strong life choices.
I knew you shouldn't have taken this job.
You guys seen Zombieland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember that scene when Bill Murray's like about to die and she's like, oh, "Do you have any regrets?" Garfield, maybe.
And then could you imagine future people that are going to do that job, and there's a reason why there's 2 openings?
So
How
the
so
other guy
like,
quit? Nope.
they
What?
got
Did he get
swallowed by
fired?
a
Nope.
whale?
That's so funny.
Like they're actually doing a job and actually pays pretty good money, but I will never nope. Yeah,
Okay, that would be a pretty good movie.
like I can't explain it as well as it's playing out in my head because how it's playing out for me is like, all right, I think we're done. Whoosh, what was that? You start swimming back, right, and then you get sucked in, pitch black for pretty much the rest of the movie, and all you can hear is their breathing and them freaking out.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It'd be so easy to
Could you
film that.
imagine that?
The whole movie's pitch black, and all you can hear is them freaking out and trying to get out of it, but they can't.
Let's face it, though. I don't think a studio would actually like greenlight that.
They already have.
A short film.
They already
Oh,
have.
that's
The
true.
guy that plays Deadpool, what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he played in a movie called Buried, and he was just in a box.
Yeah, but that wasn't pitch black. You could still see light.
You can still see him.
Right, but you can see the oxygen bars. You could see like the oxygen bars. So they have like LED like bars showing like how much oxygen you have, and all you can really see is that bar going.
Okay, all joking aside, the whole concept of just hearing what's going on is
'Cause
damn interesting.
Whales make
Because if there's
sounds.
2, you could do the one guy that's just letting his oxygen run out, and you could also do the other guy that's like cuts the
Yeah.
cord, so all you hear is and then you hear him choke out and just die, and then the other guy you hear just
I'd be like, wait, give it to me.
Damn.
But I mean, the only thing that would kind of be iffy on making that movie is that actually possible? Because I've heard that a whale can't swallow anything bigger than grapefruit, but they haven't said that it can't trap things in its mouth.
it's true.
And I'm pretty sure for a blue whale, you can fit like a car in there,
Yep.
or like a really nice Cadillac Escalade.
True.
Okay. So, with all of that being said, which one would be? I think the hardest one to film would probably be the one with the whale.
Yeah, definitely. That would definitely be the hardest.
Yeah,
But
'cause
if
The
you
most messed up practical effects one would probably be yours.
yeah.
And that I wish I could
Yours
say it'd
yours
be the
would be a B movie, like Apollo 16 status. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't watched Apollo 16.
You gotta watch it. It's actually really good. But at the very end, there's these like spider rocks that can get inside your skin and pretty much make you go insane.
Grody.
So it's probably,
Okay, so
probably
which
like
one would be better?
arachnophobia.
An actual like a normal film where you're like following the life of them, or like a found footage?
I'd say probably a film where you're actually following them. I don't know if a found footage would really work for that. And I'm sorry, like the found footage. I'm like done with found footage. It's kind of overstayed its welcome.
Has it?
Yeah.
Lame.
I have one more thing to add about the whale thing. Because they have like communications with the oil rig, so like all you can hear is then you being able to communicate back and forth, and then you're inside that whale and it's hauling ass, and then comms shut down. Like, because you're out of range. Like, because you don't know how fast that whale's moving. It could be cruising.
If we can see a turtle behind it, righteous.
Yeah. You get out of the whale and you're like in the freaking other side of the freaking Pacific.
P42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. I think that's the address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P42 Vol.
P.
Yeah.
Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
I forgot the Sherman.
Oh, good job.
Sherman. P22 Sherman Wallaby.
P. Sherman.
P. Sherman Wallaby. 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Yeah.
You know what's sad is that that's the only thing you can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she remembered her parents later.
Yeah, she did. And how important seashells are.
Sand is squishy.
She likes the pink or the purple.
Dude, so if you had to be a part of filming, could you do it?
Doing
Filming
mine?
yours.
Yeah, as long as I'm not the person do I have to be the actor?
No.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you had to direct it like they did in
Like-
Tasteophobia, could you watch it happen?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I could do it. I'd face my fears and do it.
I'd be like, F that. I don't know if I could be like, obviously you wouldn't have like that many cats for real,
Yeah.
but I don't think that if I were to direct that, I don't know if I could be in a room with outnumbered by cats.
Nope.
Yeah, or just have them sitting around and be like, no. Especially stranger cats that don't rely on me for sustenance. Forget that.
That'd be a fun
And I
job.
don't know if I could watch it. I don't know if I could watch the final product. Alright, so I think so if we had a rank 1 to 3 on whose was scariest to least scary.
Mine's probably the least scariest to you guys, but ooh.
Like actually, the way you explained how you would film it and everything. Actually, I think yours is the scariest because you want it all pitch black. You can only see the air pressure gauge.
Like that's the main focus of the movie is the fact that their oxygen is limited and that they're inside of a whale.
Just
And we can
that
add like
alone makes it scary.
ear-deafening sounds of whales. Oh, I'm freaking myself out.
You know it's a fear when you have a physical reaction to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. His would be the scariest one to film or to watch.
because nobody has. Well, I do, but most people don't have a fear of whales.
True.
But watching this movie, if it plays out the way that I think it will, it'll put the fear of God into them.
I think mine would be the least. I think it would be freaking terrifying to watch someone just choke to death on a popsicle stick.
Yeah, because that's like
Yeah.
Especially
that's kind of a thing
like
that
especially like
could
if,
happen.
I think you could even add like a level of intensity to it by having the doctors like stop the deal and like strap them down to like hold them still,
Woo!
and then they're just like, come on, like, and you're
I
just
like
like
it.
losing your shit.
I like it.
Especially if you got a really good actor or actress for that, that would scare the shit out of me. It's just like, stop it! Let him go!
Or if you like somehow get framed and get put into an asylum, and then they like force feed you medication. And that's the thing you're least.
Ooh.
And that's the thing you look forward to the least is getting that popsicle stick shoved down your throat.
You're hurting me. That's pretty good though. In an asylum, just something that has to happen every single day.
Yeah.
Or if you don't take it willingly, which, I mean, what you don't know what kind of medication it is, so I wouldn't take it willingly.
Yeah.
They just freaking force feed you.
That shit. Ugh. I think, yeah, mine wouldn't be as scary because I think everyone would leave being like, they're just cats. I mean, it would be like terrifying to see all the eyes. I think that'd be the scariest part of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it still is scary to think that you're getting scratched to death. I don't know. I mean, just like watching them just like bleed out. That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, if it was like a really low budget movie, like just for like it was strictly funny, like all you see is a paw strike and then somebody's freaking face fall up.
Yeah, my movie would require a lot of CGI because I don't think you could practically make because I know with like the cats you kind of have to push on the back of their paw to like let the claws out, but I
Yeah.
don't think you could like put like a little paw just going.
Yeah, no, you definitely need CGI for your movie.
And it'd have
really
to be.
good actors.
I don't know if I could
Yeah.
do. Yeah, like a shit ton of, like you'd have to get one girl that's. Actually, I think you'd have to, if you did an actress, you'd have to get one that hated cats because she'd just be like, "This is awesome."
True.
And all of the cats would have to be like old and ugly too. I don't think you could have a single cute cat.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, because no one would take it seriously if it was kittens.
They're like, really?
No, if if the cats targeted like one part of your body, like the most vulnerable, like your neck, like they just started biting and like they got your, what do you call it?
Dude, pull a Murder on the Orient Express or like a freaking Game of Thrones where like, or what's it called? I forget what they say. Just talk for a second. I need to look it up.
What are you looking up?
Something that they say in Game of Thrones when they're stabbing.
Oh. I wouldn't know because I don't watch Game of Thrones. Never seen an episode in my life.
I mean,
For the watch, that's it. So, Jon Snow joins this, like, this is really quick, joins this team of people, like, that watch their ice wall called the Watch. And people think that he's not doing great as their leader because he eventually finds his way to become leader, and they don't think he's doing a good job, so they betray him and they like take him out in the snow and they stab him, and each time someone stabs him they're like, for the Watch.
Okay.
But like have a cat version of that where they're just like where the people are like strapped down and the cats are just like meowing stuff. They're like for the watch, and just like take a freaking slice or murder on the.
So, like, do you want your movie to take like more like a horror comedy kind of route?
No, I'm trying to think of how I'd make it scary, but I don't know if I can make it scary with cats.
It's possible.
You know, I had
I know
a
it's-
scary movie idea.
The scariest thing I could think of is in the dark, all the glowing eyes, and then you just hear the cats like the shriek, the and then you just hear screaming and just,
That kind of
and then they wake up or like neighbors come by and are like bringing cookies, and then they see like blood, paw prints everywhere in the house.
that kind of it kind of gave me, like, you talking just kind of gave me an idea. It's completely off topic, but okay,
shit.
think about this. You're in prison, right, for something that you did or whatever, and you're like just trying to get through it, and like you know how people tell you pick the biggest guy there and beat him up to like fit in.
Right.
Think about this. That specific prison has a special prison shank, and if you wake up in the morning and there's a prison shank like underneath your pillow or whatever, you have to kill someone with that prison shank, or everybody kills you. And every morning, you have to kill someone and then put it next to somebody else, and like whoever wakes up with that prison shank has to kill someone or they get killed.
I feel like there would be
Next.
a real lack of people.
Next level cheese touch right there.
Next level cheese touch. Harden years.
No, I'm a good person, I swear. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'd just start. I'd keep it until like the end, and then I would like close my. I would close the gate and prop it closed just enough so only one person could fit through, and then I would just like hold it out and then like wait for people to try and crawl through the door and just stab, and then freaking eliminate the entire prison, because then they'd like grab that guy, throw him out, and then another guy would try slipping through and just stab.
I feel like they would stop at like 3 people.
They're like, we'll just wait till you come out to shit. Yeah, until you freaking miss the third guy, and you're like, oh! That'd be pretty funny.
Hey guys.
But they kind of did that with, what is it, the Belko experiment?
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
The Blu-ray didn't come with a digital copy, sorry.
Son of a bitch.
I know.
Lame.
You gotta watch it one of these nights.
So, I don't know about you, but I think that wraps up
I'd say so.
the Dreamcast
Yep.
for me.
For me too.
Bronson,
You know?
you don't get an opinion.
No.
Damn.
I thought you were gonna ask me to wrap things up. I was like, what an honor.
No, you don't get to wrap shit up.
Damn.
This has
So-
been Scary Stories with Bronson Alvarez. We'll see you guys later.
So,
That's actually
this has
really good.
been our Fear Dreamcast. We hope that we have struck the fear of cats, popsicle sticks, and whales.
Thank God.
We
Okay.
into you. If you like this episode and want more, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Be sure to check out our content on YouTube. It's mainly just hunting videos right now. But
Well,
we'll
no,
work on
actually, I
something.
was able to finally post our two film projects that we've worked on, which was our Purge video, which was called The Purge Commencement, and our short story called I'm Getting There.
Yeah.
So
And then we'll
definitely
post
check
more of
out.
those when we actually work on stuff.
Yeah.
We just need to figure out the details of whatnot.
Also
but-
need a nice camera too. That would probably help.
Yeah, probably. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The All Bros, or you can email us at theallbroschannel@gmail.com. And if you have any movie recommendations for us or anything you want us to discuss, we're pretty much open to talking about anything. As
Or
can
if you
see.
want Bronson back on the show, hit me up.
Yeah, if you asked for Bronson back on the show, we're blocking you.
Hey, you at least have to
Damn.
tell me if someone asks.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
Okay. Nice
uh,
thought.
so until next week, I am Caleb Albers.
And I'm Jonathan Rose.
And I'm your boy Bronson.
Albers, Bronson Albers. You're supposed to say your full name.
And I'm your boy Big D.
Gosh, you're the
What's
worst.
wrong with your brother?
Everything's wrong with him.
True.
So, yeah, we will see you next week.
On Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Shut your ass.
Gosh damn it. Alright. Later, bros.
Later.
Peace, my friends.
Oh my gosh.
You're there.